is an extraordinary place, like no other part of the world. It's split off from India many thousands of years ago, so its flora and fauna are completely different. On the negative side, really since independence, its economy has declined. It's 90% of the population earn less than €2 a day. And the hospital and the health service budget is tiny. It's 2% of a very low GDP, and there is no universal health service either. So it presents a great challenge for any of the doctors there to want to produce good health to their population. We had 3 programs, and for the rehabilitation it was really to train 8 doctors to mid-level so that they, with the physiotherapists who accompanied them, could actually begin to do some relatively modern rehabilitation for disabled people in their communities. And you can produce significant improvements in them by very modest resources. You don't need high technology to do it. What you need to do is help children get into school and adults get into work, and those who've got families to support their families. There are 200 physios, which is the number there are in Leeds today.
So what did you do?
What did we do? It's actually what Sonia, my colleague in Madagascar, who has a rehab training like mine, and was in the Ministry of Health. So she defined with me the curriculum. She knew that what the country needed was for doctors and physios in the rehab centres to be able to improve things for their population. So in practical terms, what we did was we asked our colleagues in rehab disciplines to come out and train for 1 or 2 weeks at a time on parts of the course. And they did. It was quite difficult getting everybody to come because they had their own NHS commitments. But they did come, and they spent a lot of time working out what they were going to do so that the training was appropriate. And then we had an evaluation at the end of the course. It ended with 8 doctors getting their mid-level diploma in 2013. And her comment was that for the small amount of money put in compared with many commercial training schemes, the result was quite remarkable. We've sent 2 students of international health in 2 of recent years to look at, one pair looked at stroke, the qualitative studies on how people with stroke manage and what they need, and the other one about the carers. And that's the first qualitative studies in the world, I think, in low-resource countries. And what that's meant is that those particular students have had an exceptionally interesting time, have contributed to the country, and also for their CVs. They've won prizes, they've done posters at national and international congresses. So for the intercalated students, it's very, very definitely a plus. So that's what we've done, and we hope, we know that they want another repeat of the diploma. We're not sure how we'll do that, but we know that they're right because there's at least another 12 doctors who need to be trained.